A little bit of snow and cold didn't turn away 200 people who turned out to the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce annual Chamber Banquet and Farm Family Awards ceremony. It was a great evening, and Executive Director Sarah Neben takes us through the night.
We are just so thrilled. We had over 250 people attend our chamber banquet this evening, and it was a worry for a while because the weather wasn't looking so good, but the weather held out for us, and we were just thrilled. We had chamber awards tonight. We also had farmer rancher awards. So many of our people are so well deserving of our awards, but every one of them is so dedicated to everything that they do in Lexington, and we are just so proud and honored to be able to give those awards tonight.
KRVN's very own Dave Schroeder was honored for his many years of service to the community, telling the story of agriculture and other stories.
Well, it's an incredible feeling, to tell you the truth. I've been with KRVN Radio for 31 years. It's been a privilege to serve the organization. I grew up on a farm, and I found a place after I graduated from UNL. My first job out of college was at KRVN Radio. I worked overnight for 5 straight years, and then eventually moved up in the news positions. And today I get to cover both a little bit of ag and news. So it's a privilege to bring that information to listeners out there and to share what's going on in their world, because they have to make decisions. They have to be informed of what's going on in their area. And that's what I enjoy about my job.
The evening was wrapped up with the prestigious Farm Family of the Year award, and it went to a longtime Dawson County family and one that served at all levels of the organization in the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. It was Craig and Terry Uden.
Yes, I look at it, there's a lot of row crop in the area. When I think of Farm Family, I think of the big row crop operators, and I've seen a lot of people and a lot of friends of mine that have won this award in the past that I look up to. Being a cattle farmer, you might say, and that's where I derive all my income, is out of the cattle business. It's kind of a unique opportunity and an honor to showcase and give back to the community and tell them what I think. As far as the community, I just think this community's got it really going. We came here in the early 80s. We've seen the depression of the 80 farm crisis and what it did to this community, and how this community could have laid down and rolled over, but it did not. It rolled up its sleeves, brought in industry, brought in diversity. It's just been a win-win for this entire community, but not just the community, this county and the state, because when people want to figure out how to turn bad things around in their community, their area, they need not to look any farther than Lexington, Nebraska, and see what we've done and how we've turned from tough times into the positiveness today, whether it be extension, education, supporting businesses, major business. We have manufacturing, we've got water, we've got packing, processing, facilities for grain and livestock. We really do not want to take for granted what we have to offer in this community, but I think it's important that we heard tonight that you embrace change, you adapt to change, and you move forward and utilize the positive things that you have been given.
So why is it important to be a member of a local organization, whether it be the local Chamber of Commerce or the local Cattlemen's Board?
Well, I can speak from that wholeheartedly, because being president of National Cattlemen's Beef Association, we represent 25,000 direct members, over 150,000 indirect members. And those are grassroots producers. And where does that start? It starts in this county, in the Dawson County Cattlemen. And we see 80 to 90 people show up at a regular meeting and learning about the issues that pertain to their operations, both here on a local level and as well as how that plays into the state level. So those are where the ideas come from, and that's where the meat and potatoes of the issues and also the solutions for those challenges that are presented come from, is the grassroots production. So I'm an avid supporter of all the local associations, because that is really where true volunteerism comes from, and where the ideas come from to address our challenges.
From the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce Annual Banquet and Farm Family Awards, I'm Clay Patton.